Welcome to this edition of Collier Focus. On today's show, we'll take a look at the Board of County Commissioners meeting. Arthritis applies for economic incentives to expand their Collier County operation, adding 600 jobs. And the National Weather Service declares Collier County a storm-ready community. I'm Troy Miller. We'll cover these stories and more next on Collier Focus. Stay tuned.
Whether reporting on the latest news stories or hot issues, taking a look at county government services, or announcing what's happening around the county, this is Collier Focus, bringing government home.
At the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, the Arthritis Corporation applied for economic incentives for a potential expansion to their Collier County operation. They are proposing a 5-year expansion plan with a capital investment of $50 million that includes construction of a new 160,000 square foot building near Ave Maria, 100,000 square feet of renovation/expansion at their Creekside headquarters in North Naples, a $20 million in new equipment purchases, and the creation of 600 new jobs. Under the county's economic stimulus program, Arthritis is seeking approximately $1 million in impact fee payment assistance, $1.2 million in job creation assistance, and up to $25,000 under the Advanced Broadband Infrastructure Program. Arthritis is also seeking fast-track regulatory review. David Jackson presented the staff report.
You have an improved set of economic incentive programs, Chapter 49. You have a qualified applicant, Arthritis. You have a thoroughly vetted application by the EDC and county staff. This is the first of a two-step process. At the end of the day, if the discussions last that long, there should be a motion, a second, and unanimous approval for the following recommendation: that the BCC approves the June 9, 2011 Economic Stimulus Program application by Arthritis Inc. and Arthritis Manufacturing Inc. to participate in Fee Payment Assistance Program, Job Creation Investment Program, Advanced Broadband Infrastructure Investment Program, and Fast Track Regulatory Process Program, and for the BCC to task staff to return with agreements for board approval.
After Jackson's presentation, Commissioner Coletta made a motion for approval, and it was seconded by Commissioner Fiala. After the discussion, the board voted 4-1 to approve the application for economic incentives, with Commissioner Hiller dissenting. Arthritis currently employs 1,029 people in their North Naples facility. The board unanimously passed a resolution urging NCH, TRICARE, and Humana to resolve their differences to permit NCH to rejoin the TRICARE system, which provides health care services to active and retired military personnel. Just before taking the vote, Chairman Fred Coyle explained what the issue is all about.
What has happened is that reimbursement rates for the TRICARE Prime program for actually retired and active duty personnel have been reduced to levels that are even below Medicare, and that has resulted in many health care providers in refusing to participate in the program. It makes it more difficult for active duty and retired members of our armed services to get health care, and it makes it more expensive because it transfers more costs to them. This is an issue that is being addressed nationwide. It does impact hundreds, if not thousands, of people in Southwest Florida, and so we would like, I would like to make sure that we lend our support to this effort to make sure that affordable and readily available health care is provided to members of our armed forces.
Coyle also went on to commend NCH for not charging additional out-of-pocket expenses to military personnel. The resolution also encourages the Department of Defense, Congress, and the President to intervene to ensure fair reimbursement rates to medical providers through the TRICARE system, as well as ensure quality health care to our deserving active and retired military personnel. The board heard a presentation by SCORE on the Business Impact 2011 program. Nearly 60 volunteers provide business counseling to 3,000 small businesses in Collier County each year. SCORE is a nonprofit association dedicated to educating entrepreneurs and helping small businesses start, grow, and succeed. SCORE is a resource partner with the United States Small Business Administration and has been mentoring small business owners for more than 40 years. Commissioner Jim Collier shared his thanks for the SCORE program.
If it wasn't for the help I got from SCORE, some very qualified business people, my first business would not have succeeded. And it succeeded very well, and it went on for a number of years, and I finally sold it and moved here to Florida. But if it wasn't for SCORE, undoubtedly that first business would have failed, and I don't know if there would have been a second one.
To learn more about SCORE, go to naples.score.org. Hurricane season is here, so the timing of this story couldn't be better, as the National Weather Service declared Collier County as storm ready. Americans live in the most severe weather-prone country on Earth. Each year, Americans cope with an average of 10,000 thunderstorms, 5,000 floods, 1,000 tornadoes, and an average of 2 landfalling deadly hurricanes. And this on top of winter storms, intense summer heat, high winds, wildfires, and other deadly weather impacts. A key way to make sure Collier County is ready for the weather is by participating in the National Weather Service's Storm Ready program.
Storm Ready community ensures that all the elements are in place in Collier County to respond properly to storm impacts. Of course, as we know here in Florida year-round, our weather for the most part is very nice, but we do have weather hazards to worry about. We have lightning, we have flooding from heavy rainfall that we get periodically during the year, and of course we're all very familiar with hurricanes and hurricane season. So it's very good to know that Collier County residents can be assured that their government and the emergency management agency here in the county, all the first responders, public safety officials are ready and have the means and tools necessary to not only prepare for an approaching storm, but also to respond after the storm to make sure that we recover as a community as quickly as possible.
Collier was first certified storm ready in 2002 and has been recertified every 3 years. On the consent agenda, the board approved a recommendation to provide after-the-fact approval for a grant application for the federal government for funds to construct 5 bridges in the estates on 23rd Street Southwest, 16th Street Northeast, 8th Street Northeast, 47th Avenue Northeast, and 62nd Avenue Northeast. The application is seeking $12 million in federal funds, which would be matched with $5 million from the county. Growth Management Division Deputy Administrator Nick Castellanguida talks about the bridges and their benefit to the county.
We had a deadline in early June for a federal grant for up to $17 to $20 million for expansion and connectivity. The county moved quickly to apply for those. These bridges would connect already existing roads in Golden Gate Estates to their neighbors, 8th, 16th, some of the more popular locations. But we've had that legacy in Golden Gate Estates where these roads were constructed without the bridges. So this was an opportunity for us to move forward with that project.
Castellanguida went on to say that the bridges will also help improve emergency vehicle response time in the estates area. Collier Area Transit's Transportation Disadvantaged program is popular, so popular that they have exceeded their budgeted allotment of trips, and now their funding in their tanks is running on empty. On the consent agenda, the board agreed to a budget amendment that will fund the program through the end of the fiscal year. Other counties have seen similar increases in their Transportation Disadvantaged program, which is attributed to the down economy, an increase in Medicaid-eligible recipients, and rising gas prices. Now, if you want more information about Collier Area Transit's Transportation Disadvantaged program, call 252-PARA. That's 252-7272, or visit their website at colliergov.net/CAT. 7 intersections on Airport Pulling Road will soon be incorporated into the adaptive control system. The board voted to enter into a local agency agreement with Florida Department of Transportation in which the county would be reimbursed $550,000 for the installation of wireless detection equipment for the expansion of the adaptive traffic control system at 7 intersections on Airport Road, from Clubhouse Drive to Golden Gate Parkway. This is a big step forward in managing traffic flow throughout the county.
The traffic management center that we have in the county encompasses many different systems. And on Pine Ridge we have the SCOOT program. This is an expansion of a program similar to what the SCOOT does. It takes traffic intersections along a corridor and synchronize them so you can make a green from one light to the next and to the next, so you're not stopped from one light to the next. And this is essentially the expansion of the Scoot program. The Scoot program as a software has evolved since its installation. It's like your computer. It does go old, and it's now about 7 years old. So we have almost a similar software, adaptive traffic control software. It's the same company, and it expands and manages the traffic control signals that we have along Pine Ridge, and now will continue along Airport Road.
The county initially installed the adaptive control system known as Scoot at 16 intersections on Pine Ridge Road in 2005 and has since expanded the system by 18 additional intersections. The board honored Home Depot volunteers who made a difference in 2 Collier County parks. Through the Home Depot Foundation and its ongoing partnerships with nonprofit organizations, the Home Depot has donated millions of hours, tools, and supplies each year to community service projects. Through Team Depot, the Home Depot's associate-led volunteer program, associates work side by side to create lifelong, meaningful relationships between the company, their neighbors, and associates. Here in Collier County, Team Depot made improvements at both Eagle Lakes Community Park and East Naples Community Park. The improvements included benches, planters, and shade structures. We here at Collier Focus want to congratulate Home Depot and Team Depot and thank them for their efforts supporting our county parks. The board proudly honored a fallen hero with a proclamation designating June 28th as Sergeant Linda Pierre Day. Linda Pierre was a 2001 graduate of Immokalee High School and attended Edison College. She joined the Army in 2004. She was one of 5 U.S. soldiers killed Saturday, April 16th in Afghanistan while they were supporting Operation Enduring Freedom. Pierre was assigned to the 101st Special Troops Battalion, 101st Sustainment Brigade, 101st Airborne Division, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. She was posthumously awarded the Purple Heart and Bronze Star. Her family was on hand to accept the proclamation. Well, it's time for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some upcoming Collier County government meetings when Collier Focus continues. This summer, when it's hot and you need some relief, we've got cool fun in the hot summer sun at Sun and Fun Lagoon, Collier County's backyard water park. 1 million gallons of water fun for kids from 7 to 70. 4 pools, 5 slides, the lazy river, an interactive water playground, tasty treats from Sunny Snack Shack. This summer, splash down at Sun and Fun Lagoon in North Collier Regional Park on Livingston Road. Now let's take a look at some upcoming Collier County government meetings. The following meetings are all held in the board meeting room on the 3rd floor of the main administration building, 3299 Tamiami Trail East, at the Collier County Government Center, unless otherwise indicated. The Contractors Licensing Board will meet on Wednesday, July 20th at 9 a.m. On Thursday, July 21st at 9 a.m., the Planning Commission will meet in regular session. And on Tuesday, July 26th at 9 a.m., the Board of County Commissioners will meet in regular session. For more information on Collier County government or to inquire about other meetings that have been scheduled since the taping of this show, contact the Communication and Customer Relations Department at 252-8848 or via email troymiller@colliergov.net. You can also click on our website at colliergov.net for more information. Now let's take a look at some of the many fun and interesting programs being offered through the Collier County Parks and Recreation Department. The Golden Gate Aquatic Facility offers youth aquatic lessons for children in 5 different levels based on their current abilities. There are several options for dates and times. So if you want more information on schedules and costs, call the Golden Gate Aquatic Facility at 353-7128. If you have arthritis and are looking for a low or no impact exercise, then the Golden Gate Aquatic Facility has the answer for you. Instructors for these classes are all trained by the Arthritis Foundation, and the exercises are specifically designed to give you a good workout with little or no joint impact. Classes are Fridays and Tuesdays from 11 a.m. until noon and are $5 each. If you want more information on the arthritis exercise class, call the Golden Gate Aquatic Facility at 353-7128. If you are interested in quilting, then the Naples Quilting Club is the place for you. They meet every Thursday from 1 to 3 p.m. at the East Naples Community Park, and the cost is free. If you feel like trying the tango, then sign up for Ballroom dancing classes. This course will introduce and review a new dance each week, including the foxtrot, the tango, the rumba, and swing dancing. So put on your dancing shoes and meet at East Naples Community Park on Fridays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The cost is $5 per class. Learn how to be the best babysitter at Babysitting Boot Camp. The course is designed to teach all the basics in babysitting, including CPR and first aid training. Participants must be 11 years old and must attend all classes. For more information and costs, call 252-4000. If you're having trouble controlling your canine, then basic dog obedience may be just what you need. Using consistency, repetition, and positive reinforcement, this course helps owners learn how to communicate with their trusted companions. You will also learn handling skills, basic obedience, cues, and verbal commands. Basic dog obedience is for dogs 4 months to 10 years old. The class meets on Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. at Veterans Community Park. For cost information, call 252-4000. There's a whole lot more to do in Collier County, not mentioned here on Collier Focus. For information regarding the location of county parks and other activities, contact the Parks and Recreation Department at 252-4000 or the Collier County Communication and Customer Relations Office at 252-8848. Well, that's all the time we have on this edition of Collier Focus. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.